stuff.
Now, if I'm to understand this correctly, my path to the singles championship, to become the first movie trivia face-off singles champion, to get past a man who considers himself a maestro.
You see, I'm already starting drinking because I just found out I'm in a #1 contenders match. I think it's a really good guy named Ryan. I saw his match against Caleb. He's a good buddy of mine.
Okay. I mean, this is not going to be something new. I faced people who were boats. I faced people who were debuting in certain different leagues. Hell, I came face to face with a couple of competitors from this league in different areas of the fan leagues in general. But let me just catch my breath for a second, and let me just get an understanding of what I'm going to have to do.
And he pulled out the victory. And I have been making my way to get to that title match, beating Corey and Jimmy, and now I find myself against him.
Jake, the Maestro, we are going to have one hell of a battle. Now, I can't predict the future. I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out. I mean, hell, you could knock me out by round 2, or I could knock you out before you even get to round 3. Who knows what's going to happen? We could get perfect rounds. We can be going neck and neck until we go into sudden death.
I'm kind of scared. This guy is really good and has proven to be a really good competitor. He's given a couple of really strong upsets, and now I have to face him, and I beat him, and I get into a #1 contender match. So I've really got to give it my A game on this one,
None of that's for sure. I can't tell the future, but one thing I do foresee myself at the end of this year, going in to the next year of the movie trivia, the new season as the singles champion.
I've got to go perfect for this, because Ryan's no slouch and he's never going to give up any points on this one. So I'm going to give it all my best, and Ryan, you have my respect. I've got to get through because I really want to get to that title. I've not won a title yet.
Now, constant jokes aside, I mean, the truth is, everyone in this league says they want to play. Everyone in this league says they just want to win. But the fact is, in order to win, you have to believe to see yourself on top of everybody. I gotta believe that I'm on top of you. I have to believe I can see myself on top of every character, whether I am playing from behind or I am actually dominating you throughout the entire match.
I really want to get a title. If I'm the first face-off champion, people are going to remember the first, and that's going to be me, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get to that moment.
I will be the singles champion, and you can bet on that, Jake. So get out your conducting stick, or whatever you want to call that goddamn thing you wave around.
So good luck, and let the best man win, but in the end, the Maestro will win.
Because I am not going to say any more than that. I'll see you soon, bruh.
Welcome to the movie trivia face-off once again. It is tournament time, the fate of the face-off, and it is round number 2. We have a person that was expected to be here, at least in this side of the bracket, by pretty much everyone, and then we have, I guess we can call him the bracket buster. He did it in the first round, and he did it also in the qualifying matches, because I have to say, beating Caleb Boatman was not easy task. Everyone says that, so it's like we have one of the favorites against the upset expert, so this is the perfect match.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to this. Like you said, we got the bracket buster, Ryan Caramel Mountain Payne in here today, taking on one of the people who was expected to continue far deep into this tournament, in Jake, the Maestro Maringoni, hard G, not a soft G. For him right now, it's like dark 30 at night. And for me, it's like dark 30 in the morning, and Ryan as well. So you're like the only one here who's in good shape.
Yeah, it's mid-afternoon for me. I mean, it's nice to tape a match when I can actually express myself and be loud without worrying about waking up anyone. By the way, I like your invisible watch. I think that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. I got that from Amazon. It was on sale.
I have to say, they might have tricked you, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, should I ask for a refund?
Maybe, but they probably will actually refund you in invisible money as well. So.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, speaking of time, how about it's time to get our competitors in
Yeah,
here today?
let's get for it.
All right. Introducing first, representing the country that is also a continent. They're from the southern hemisphere. They're down near the Arctic Circle, but they don't have polar bears or penguins in this country. They have lots of hoppy, furry creatures, and most of the creatures there will try to kill you if allowed. That country is called Australia, and he is known as the Maestro, Jake Maringoni.
What's up? Don't forget to unmute yourself.
Breen. Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Oh, very
Welcome,
nice.
sir.
Thank you for having me.
By the way,
Round 2.
good slide in for the match today. I like that. That was.
Yeah.
I was running late. I was working, so
I'm digging the new looks, by the way. Looks nice.
Thanks.
Classy, elegant, represent. All right. His opponent today, he is from the Golden State, the Republic of California. He is one of the bracket busters in this tournament. Both of our competitors today, 2-0 coming in. But I think he's going to class up the joint a little more because he has probably, arguably, one of the best 3 sets of hair in all the movie trivia face-off fandoms. He is also a frequent contributor to the Pro Wrestling Brawlcast podcast. He is known as the Caramel Mountain. Welcome in, Ryan Payne.
Whoa.
Oh, look at there.
Whew.
Look at,
Nice.
Man, I feel a little underdressed today. You all have jackets on, and all I have is my Don't Jinx It shirt.
That's mine.
Oh, I didn't come in unprepared as well. Got my Patreon trivia shirt. Hey, don't worry about the jacket. I just bought it. I still got the tag. I'm prepared for this match.
It looks a little short in the sleeve, by the way. Your invisible watch was showing.
Oh, damn it! It's cubic zirconium. I didn't want to actually show its cheapness.
Oh, man. Oh, Spaniard, are you ready?
I am ready, yes.
Jake, are you ready?
Yeah, let's face the music.
Ryan, are you ready?
I'm ready to climb this mountain.
Let's get ready to face off. All right, gentlemen, the way today is going to work. This is a tournament match in singles. You will both receive 8 total questions in round 1. Those questions are worth 1 point each. When asked, you will attempt to write down your best answer on your whiteboard. Napkin, pizza box, envelope, whatever you're using today. I see you both have whiteboards, so that's good. While we're speaking of that, make sure you keep your hands and whiteboards in view of the camera at all times. There is no penalty for missing a question in round 1. There are no steals. If you get a perfect round, it will trigger a 1-point bonus question that will be given to you. You don't have to write your answer down. You just have to verbalize it. When asked, you will show your whiteboard to the camera as well as verbalizing your answer during the round. You have 3 repeats and 1 challenge each. Are we ready to face off?
Okay.
Let's get it done. All right. Today's first question comes from the category of animated films. Animated. What animated movie franchise is set in the island of Berk?
I'm not sure if I would like to live on that island.
I think I would. Since most of the dragons seem to be fairly tame. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with the mountain
How to Train Your Dragon.
and the maestro.
I concur. How to Train Your Dragon.
I have to say,
I concur that you both got that right.
you were lucky they both had finished writing when you said dragon, because that was a little...
I
I
was
didn't
watching.
even hear that.
I was watching.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Okay, your second question comes in the category of dramas. These are movies who have drama in them. Who directed the Manchurian candidate.
Excellent movie. Looks like the mountain might be a little flustered. That's a good question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
It's down. Alright, and we go to Maestro. Maestro, right?
John Frankenheimer.
That's not the answer I've got here. And Caramel Mountain?
I went Elia Kazan.
Okay, so it should be mentioned there are 2 films called Canada.
Yeah, I was gonna
In the
ask that
70s?
too.
Okay,
Or 60s, and one from 2000s.
Okay.
The other one's
Yeah.
Jonathan Demme. Is that what you have?
Jonathan Demme. Yeah, that's
Jonathan
what.
Demme. Yeah, that's the 2004 remake. There is an original.
So yeah, that's correct. We didn't have the specific year. We were looking for the remake, but Maestro answered the director for the first movie. So since we didn't specify, we are going to award him the point, and that gives him a lead of 2-1 over the Caramel Mountain.
All right. Good research on that. Glad we got that straightened out correctly and everybody's happy. Let's move on to our next question, which is from famous actors and actresses. Meryl Streep won her first Oscar for Kramer versus Kramer. Name one of the other 2 movies she has won an Oscar for.
Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep. They were trying to chant that during the match I watched yesterday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go with the mountain.
Adaptation.
And let's try the Maestro.
She was nominated, but she won for Sophie's Choice.
We were looking for either Sophie's Choice or the Iron Lady. We would have accepted either one of those. Someone lead for the Maestro now.
Your next question comes in the category of action/adventure. What historical item does everyone look for in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Nice and easy one. These 2
I think it's kind of a softball.
geek-tacular competitors.
Should be able to throw this one right on out there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Okay, and we go to Maestro.
The Holy Grail.
Holy Grail is correct. And Mountain?
The Holy Grail.
That's correct. He needed that point. He needed that point.
Yes, he did. Needs to knock a little ring rust off, I believe. Your next question comes from the category of Oscar films. Wow, back-to-back Oscar film questions. All right. What movie won Best Picture at the 12th Academy Awards for Movies released in 1939?
So the movie was released in 1939.
Yes, and the award was in 1940.
Yep. We have having troubles with.
Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Ryan
The Wizard of Oz.
and Jake.
Same year and same director, but it's
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
of course.
Damn, that was close. A little ring.
By the way, Jake, that would be an excellent Oscars question.
Yeah.
What director nominated 2 films, or directed 2 films nominated in the same year? That would be an excellent question. Thank you very much. We're going to write that one down and use it later.
Okay. Your 6th question comes in the category of movie release dates. Which movie released in 1998 was released first? Pixar's A Bug's Life or DreamWorks' Ants?
I watched both of these movies because I had children that were at that age where they wanted to watch these movies. Bug's Life is really good. Ants is not a kid's movie.
No, not at all.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Okay, and we go to Maestro.
Ants.
That is correct. And Mountain?
Ants.
That is also correct. It was released in
Ants. Ant-Man.
October. Yeah. I was thinking about that. Ants
All right,
was
folks, let's hear
October and A Bug's Life was November, so
Your next question is, so your penultimate question in this round is from the category of comedies. What is the name of the group? What is the name of the group that includes Fat Amy, Becca, Chloe, and Emily? Both of our competitors quick to start writing down
Yeah.
before I finish the question.
that's a nice
They're
group.
both fairly confident in their answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan
The Barton Bellas.
and the Maestro.
The Barton Bellas.
That is correct indeed. And Snacks.
Jake is one question
I have-
away.
Yep, from a perfect round.
You see what's that on your shirt?
Alright, your last question. Let's see if we jinxed it. In the category of fantasy / sci-fi, in what fantasy movie can the chest of Cortez containing gold pieces be found on the Isla de Muerta?
I'm glad you said that because I would have butchered it.
Probably. Looking for the movie.
No, probably to it.
If I had to guess, you probably had Isla de Muerta or something like that.
Isla de Muerta.
That was nice enough.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Okay, and we go to Maestro.
Pirates of the Caribbean, suck on that Oyama.
What?
And Mountain.
And
Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl.
That is
That's
actually the correct,
the correct
answer. We
one.
needed the subtitle of Curse of the Black Pearl, Jake.
Uh,
I thought he was giving it its subtitle.
I'm thinking of.
I like the subtitle of Suck It
No,
Oyama.
no.
It's just not the right one.
No, I'm just thinking of challenging because the question never specifies. It's I don't know if
I mean,
Well, I can understand you wanting to challenge it, but when it comes to that series of movies, we actually do.
that's fair.
We need the subtitles because you can say Pirates of the Caribbean, but there's 5 of them.
Yeah. And for the record, I would have argued your challenge because in Curse of the Black Pearl they do specifically mention the chest and the location they need to go.
That's fair. That's fair.
all right. We
All right, there we
jinxed
go.
it.
I jinxed it. It was me this time.
Yeah, that was jinxed.
But credit where credit is due. Jake does take half the credit for jinxing it himself by wanting to just stick it to Oyama. And again, I appreciate that subtitle. It just wasn't the right one. I think Riley might be writing the script for Pirates of the Caribbean. Suck It Oyama.
Oh, I will definitely watch that. Well, probably, ask him to give me a part by dubbing the monkey.
I think Chance would kind of like to co-write that or at least be featured in as Barbosa.
That's fair. Well, I mean, you are Jack the Volcano, so you could be Jack the Monkey.
I was Jack Volcano for a long time before you gave me the Spaniard nickname, so...
Well, there we go, buddy. We got you in that movie. Speaking of which, it's 7-5 lead for the Maestro coming out of the round. Ryan recovered nicely, did close the gap a little bit. Rough start, but he did okay to finish the round. Let's move on to round 2 and see what these guys are going to do.
Welcome to round number 2. The rules are as follow. Each competitor is going to get a spin of the wheel, and if they don't like the category they landed on, they can respin once unless they have landed on opponent's choice, in which case their opponent will choose the category for them. Once they have selected a category, they will receive 4 questions. They will have a value of 2 points. If they are not so sure of the answer, they can go to multiple choice and the value of the question will go down to 1 point. I will remind the competitors they can steal their opponent's points if they miss, so be mindful of that. You guys still have all your JTE rules and your challenges intact. Do you guys understand the rules?
Yes, sir.
So, Maestro, you are in the lead 7-5. Would you like to spin first or defer to Ryan?
I'll defer to Ryan.
Okay, so, Ryan, it's your turn to spin. So, Snacks, why don't you list the categories and give it a spin?
All right. The slices on the wheel today are as follows. Modern Classics, Director, Denzel Washington. Yay! Oscar movies, James Cameron. Horror Thriller, Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep. Famous actors and actresses, crime movies, 2010 movies, as well as, of course, spinners and opponent's choice. Let me know when you're ready to spin. Ryan.
Let her rip.
Well,
There we go. First spin. Uh-oh. Oh. Just passed it to James Cameron.
Oh, man.
How confident is he that he knows this Titanic director?
He's done more than I know. I'm gonna risk it. Spin again.
All right, well, the mountain says that James Cameron is feeling very alien to him. We're going to spin away. Oh, 2010's movie.
he was on the edge both times.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Talk about a lucky man. You got these questions for him ready there, Mr. Spaniard?
I do, so let's get down to it.
Alright.
In 2012's Gambit, who plays the curator who hires Cameron Diaz's character for a heist?
You were cutting out on me. Can you repeat
Yeah,
that?
I will give you a technical read.
Technical repeat. There you go.
In 2012's Gambit, who plays the curator who hires Cameron Diaz's character for a heist?
Multiple choice.
Okay, it's A. Colin Firth, B. Hugh Grant, C. Dougray Scott, or D. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Hey, you said it right.
Man, they're all good. They're all good choices. Let's see. Let's go with B.
B. Hugh Grant is incorrect. Maestro, your choices for the steal are A. Colin Firth.
Sorry, let me stop you right there. It's Colin Firth.
Okay, Mr. Kalanowski. I cannot swear. It's for 1 point still. It's Colin Firth. I was this close.
Yep. Gotta be careful.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. In Guillermo del Toro's Pacific Rim, what is the name of the three-armed Chinese Jaeger?
Oh, man.
Wow. This is a deep cut.
You sure it's not Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
tricky.
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is A. Cherno Alpha, B. Killer Lotus, C. Triple Terror, or D. Crimson Typhoon?
Crimson Typhoon.
Crimson Typhoon is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
He needed
I
that.
thought it was Crimson Fury.
No, that's a Schmodown team.
No lie, I thought that too.
Okay.
Oh, the Gene Hackman, Denzel.
So,
Crimson Tide. Oh, yes. Another good underwater movie.
alright, so,
Okay.
your third question in the category of 2010s. Who plays Cameron Diaz's husband in the movie Sex Tape?
Jason Segel.
Yes, that is correct for 2 points.
Is this 2010s or Cameron Diaz?
Yeah, right?
That's what I'm wondering now.
This is not... Okay.
Bench.
That bench. Oh, I'm gonna miss the good place.
Your last question in the category of 2010s, and he is tied at 8 right now, so he needs to not give up a steal in this one. Name the singer that plays Susan Riddick in San Andreas.
Singer. Oh man, the one rock movie I didn't see.
Ooh. 5, 4.
Multiple choice.
Is it A. Kelly Clarkson, B. Rita Ora, C. Kylie Minaj, or D. Carrie Underwood?
C.
C. Kylie Minaj is correct for 1 point.
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue. Oh, it's not that.
It's pronounced Minogue because, got to be different.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Australian.
Oh, all right. So the Mountain comes out with 4 points, half of his potential points out around a 1 point steal for the Maestro, making up for his miss at the end of round 1. All right, let me get the wheel back up here, and we will have the Maestro spin. Let me know when you're ready, sir.
Wheel of fish.
The wheel of fish is spinning, and looks like it's on Denzel Washington.
Ooh.
I'd love to say, give me my man Denzel. Spin away.
Spinning away from Denzel. He doesn't want to do training day today, so.
Because I'm unstoppable.
Wow.
And
Looks like
looking
the
like
wheel-
you're gonna get Denzel anyways.
Okay.
Give me my man Denzel. Give me my man.
Oh.
Right.
It's like it's one train you can't stop.
Yeah.
Well,
My goodness.
let's see what we can get out for Denzel Washington today. I have your questions ready. Here we go. Round 2 for the Maestro starts with, what was Denzel's directorial debut?
Antoine Fisher.
Correct for 2 points.
Not even hesitating. there.
Your second question. In the 2000s movie Remember the Titans, what college hosts the training camp that eventually brings the team together?
Ooh. Do you remember the Titans?
But nobody remembers the Titans. Not even William Bibiani. 5, 4,
Multiple choice.
3. All right, I can do that for you. Your choices are A, William and Mary College, B, Gettysburg College, C, Penn State University, or D, the University of...
Sorry, I didn't hear that last
Yeah.
one. Can you just say the...
Sure,
Sorry.
Sure. The last one, D, is University of Maryland.
Okay. Well, they go to Gettysburg, so I'm going to say Gettysburg University.
That's a good guess, worth 1 point. Gettysburg College is the answer for that question. Somebody finally remembered the Titans.
Yeah, but just half remember the Titans.
That's
Hey.
true.
If it takes multiple choice, it still counts in round 2. Your next question. In the movie Courage Under Fire, who plays Captain Walden, who's being recommended for the Medal of Honor? One of Denzel's most underrated movies.
Multiple choice.
All right, I can do that for you. Your options are A, Meg Ryan, B, Ken Jenkins, C, Matt Damon, or D, Regina Taylor.
I believe it's Meg Ryan.
You would believe correctly for 1 more point, giving you a total of 12 at this time. Last question. Denzel Washington has been directed by Antoine Fuqua 4 times. 4 times. How many of those films has he also produced?
Are we talking Denzel has produced?
That Denzel has produced.
Wow.
Give me a little extra time on this one. 5, 4, 3.
You know what? You gotta take chances.
1.
2.
That is incorrect. Ryan, would you like to attempt
Ooh.
a steal?
Well,
Which
I
way
have
can
no
you go?
choice. Okay.
Multiple choice is not available, unfortunately. This is a 2-point steal opportunity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is a great guess and a 2-point steal for the Mountain.
Wow.
Giving him 6 in that round for 11 total to Jake's 12. 12-11 going into round 3. 1 point separating the bracket buster and knocking out the tournament favorite going into round 3. This is going to be absolutely spectacular, which is a word I use too often in the Geektacular matches, but here it absolutely does apply.
This was a crucial steal. My goodness. Wow.
Yeah, that's a 4-point swing, folks. I mean, it could be 14-7 easily going into this.
I'm sure Maestro is regretting not writing down Sakito Yama now.
Well, that'll probably come back to haunt him again someday. We'll have to find out, though. Right now, let's go on to round 3.
Alright, so in round number 3, each competitor is going to give us 3 numbers from 1 to 19, and those 3 numbers will correspond to 3 random categories in the movie Trivia Galaxy. We will ask them 3 questions. The first one will have a value of 2 points, the second one of 3 points, and the third one of 5 points. There is no stealing and no penalty for missing in this round. You guys still have your 3 JT rules and your challenges intact. So, let's get down to it. Maestro, you are still in the lead, 12-11. Do you want to go first? I mean, why don't you give us your 3 numbers first?
11, 5, and... No. 11, 3, 5.
11.
11, 3, and 5.
Yeah.
And Ryan, let's have your 3 numbers between 1 and 19.
Man, okay, let's go 10, 4, 13.
10, 4, and 13. All right, your first question, you picked category number 10. That is dramas. Dramas. These are movies that have drama in them. And
That includes this match.
Very much so at this point. All right, and your question for 2 points here in round 3 in the category of dramas. Who plays the traitorous Mr. Orange in Reservoir Dogs?
Tim Roth.
That is correct for 2 points. Kicking it back over to the Maestro. Answer his 2-pointer to keep it.
Alright, Mr. Maestro. You chose category number 11, and that corresponds to 90s movies. And your question is, who plays the titular character in Saving Private Ryan?
Matt Damon.
That is correct.
Thank you for saying titular.
Yeah, titular. Because, you know, I wanted to make sure I said titular correctly, because Tom Hanks, you know.
Yeah. Thanks for the question.
14-13 kicks it back over to the Mountain to answer his 3-point question. You picked category number 4. That corresponds to sports movies. Yay, sports ball.
I got the jacket for it.
You're pretty close. You could be on Monday Night Football. Your 3-point question is, what were the names of Rocky's turtles in the first Rocky movie?
No! Oh!
I'm still answering this if you get it wrong.
Oh,
5,
damn it.
4, 3,
Repeat,
2.
repeat.
All right, that's your first repeat. You have 2 left. What were the names of Rocky's turtles in the first Rocky movie?
Down, out. Down and out.
That is
Cuff and
not
Link.
correct. Jake is correct. They were called Cuff and Link. Cuff and Link. All right, that means you have to answer your 5-point question. You picked category number 13. I think you might be happy with this. That corresponds to action adventure. Action adventure.
Okay.
Your 5-point question to send it back to Jake and keep you in this match. What is the name of Mark Strong's villain in 2009's Sherlock Holmes? Five.
I don't know if his first name's ever said, but it's Lord Blackwood.
2. That is correct. We will accept Lord Blackwood for 5 points,
Wow.
giving you a total of 18 to Jake's 14 and forcing him to answer.
I have to answer my 5 pointer.
Yep.
Gonna have to answer his 5-pointer to win this.
Whew.
Damn it.
Okay, so, you are going to get a little practice question with your 3-pointer. And this is, you selected number 3, and this is scores and soundtracks. So, just to see if you know it.
Yeah.
His name's Maestro. I won't be surprised.
What song from South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut was nominated for Best Original Song?
Payne, Canada.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
Okay, Kalinowski.
Wish that was my 5 point.
18-17, down 1 point, must answer it to win this and move into the semifinals.
You selected number 5. I'm sorry, I am just laughing for the last. This is the same situation we had in the last match I did. And your category is Modern Classics. In Back to the Future Part 3, who plays Clara Clayton, the woman Doc Brown falls in love with?
Wow.
She won an Oscar for Melvin and Howard. Mary Steen.
That is correct.
And your winner by a final score of 22-18. Moving on to the semifinals and eliminating the bracket buzzer, it is Jake the Maestro Maringoni.
Wow, what a match!
Both of our competitors pull their 5-pointer. Unfortunately, it works. Oh, Jake is melting out of his chair. There, he's gone. Oh no, we've lost him. I think he's a little bit relieved that he actually pulled that. And I know the Mountain is very upset with himself right now. That round 2 is going to come back to haunt him for a long time. Good solid run, getting almost into the semifinal, but just falling short today. I'm sure we're going to find out a little bit more about how they both feel, because of course, we have some post-match interviews coming up from the Elks Lodge. Throw up the antlers, folks. We're going to send it up north to beautiful, sunny Ontario, Canada, and Andrew the Elk. Take it away, sir.
What's up, Face-Off fanatics? It's me, Andrew the Elk, the most exciting man in the movie trivia face-off. Welcome back to the Elks Lodge, where we do have some excitement today. We've got a little something in store for a man who's already been through the ringer. That's right, your victor in today's match with an incredible performance. This is Jake the Maestro Maringoni. Congratulations, Jake.
Thank you. I was not expecting to come out with a victory like that and it to be that close, but props to Ryan for taking me to the limit. I was definitely getting nervous going to that 5.0.
He really did push you in that final round. A throwaway 3, but you still nailed that one like a pro as well. You get your 5-pointer. You come out with the victory out on top of, I'm going to say it, a tough competitor. Ryan Payne really got some good answers in there. Slow in round 1, short of that, took you all the way to that final question. Love that. And your first round, so close to the perfect. I thought you had it. I was looking at you, and I believe there were some words, some prophetic words spoken that mean you probably believed it too for just a second. But, of course, you can still fall back on your unfinished screenplay, Suck It Oyama, the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It's going to be in theaters soon, kids. Trust me on this one.
Yeah. No, I honestly, at the last second, once they were counting down, I was like, I should probably write Curse of the Black Pearl, just in case. Because I really want to be funny, and, I'm a big fan of, I love Poe, we're good buddies, and, I always want to give him a jab as if I could, and then I just completely fucked up, honestly, with that one. I don't know why I didn't write the subtitle, especially since, there's 5 Pirates of the Caribbean films, and it was asking for the film, not the franchise, but that's on me, and I'm not going to hear I'm going to be hearing a lot from that.
Well, you had a great match, like I said, and you come out with a victory that always feels amazing, but I promised excitement. I promised something special for you. Jake, the Maestro Maringoni, it looks like the tournament has changed, and the change is so in your favor. You're going to eat this one up, just like the craft services here at the Elks Lodge. It's just as good. That's right. You will now be in a number 1 contenders match against the winner on the other side of the bracket that you share. That means you will be going up for a chance at the title against one of 2 men, Savage Scott Harvey or Nazario Montenegro.
Well, Scott, we both have similar strengths in the Oscars and all that, which would, it would be interesting to see how we play, but I'm kind of looking for Nazario, honestly. I've known him since I joined the league, or joined this community, I guess you could say, and he's someone who's never won a belt, and I would be happy to go up against him. Either way, I'm feeling confident. Whoever I play in the tournament finals or in this championship match, but my eyes are set on the belt. I want to be the first because everyone remembers who the first champion is, and then I will achieve what I wanted to do once I joined this league, which was be the best, and that's what I'm going to do.
Well, it is a good day for you. He is the Maestro. Will his symphony complete with that movie trivia face-off championship belt around his waist? He's so close now. He hears those opening strings. Will he go all the way? I wish you the best of luck, sir. You played an incredible match today against a great opponent who we'll be talking to next, coming back at you with Ryan Caramel Mountain Payne. And welcome back, Face-Off fanatics. As mentioned, we are being joined here today by Ryan Caramel Mountain Payne. Unfortunately, not the victor in today's match. And Ryan, if you're listening to that last interview with your opponent, Jake the Maestro Maringoni, you will know that now, this match, due to some changes, due to some fallout that happened here at the Movie Trivia Face-Off, turns out would have been a little more rewarding than you might have initially thought, because Jake will be moving on for a shot at the title. No quarterfinals, semifinals, no finishing this tournament out for him. He's going all the way for that big belt, and you got so close, pushing him all the way to the end in round 3. But in the end of this match, the winner was Jake, not you. How you feeling, Ryan?
Yeah, that interview made this even more devastating, honestly. I really was waiting. I was looking forward to just moving forward and then going forward to the final to face my opponent. I had this little beauty set up for me to celebrate the moment I won. It seems that looks like I can't drink in celebration, but I'll drink in defeat.
Well, there's no bad time for a glass of what you like, I guess. But, of course, you would have preferred a win today in this matchup. You would have preferred to be going on for that title. Ryan Payne, I don't think it's a stretch to say that there's a real good chance you could still be in that title picture at the beginning of next season. You're still going to be fighting with some big, big names, and I think there's a lot to be afraid of when you go head-to-head with the Caramel Mountain. How about that? How about next year? You coming back stronger? And is this the goal for you? Are you going to go after that title? Or maybe are you going to mix it up? Try some teams, try some geek?
Well, of course, I'd love to mix it up. Personally, for me, I wanted to end this year as not just a champion, but the singles champion, because that's going to be the figurehead of this league. That's who everyone's going to be gunning for. And going back in my match, if I had to be honest, Jake was going for a perfect round, and then, of course, that little flub he had. But even then, I still came back. I just felt if I had just closed the gap more in that first round, I would have given him even more of a tight space to breathe in. But man, oh my God, that Rocky question still kills me. How the hell did I not know his turtles?
Just goes to show you that every point definitely matters when you get into a match here in the movie trivia face-off. But you did put up a great performance today, Ryan. Obviously not the last we'll see of you, although maybe not till the beginning of next season. Ryan Caramel Mountain Payne here with a hard-fought loss today. My condolences to you, Ryan, and we'll take it now back over to the desk.
We can look at that. Both competitors wanting to find themselves some teammates. So, I don't know. Let's try. I might look into the league and start building up stuff if I can. What about you?
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting once we get the team started next season.
Yeah.
I don't think we've actually publicly stated it before this match, so we've decided that teams is going to kick off season. So for those of you who want to compete in teams division season 2 of the Movie Trivia Face-Off, that's when it's going to start. It will kick off season 2 probably late January, early February of 2020. Get our end of the year stuff wrapped up, take a little break from production, get everything set up for season 2. So I'm going to start off today by, as always, saying thank you to David the Spaniard Garcia joining me on the desk. As always, fantastic to have you. Good stuff today, man. Thank you very much. Our 2 competitors, Jake the Maestro Macaroni Madelhoney Maringoni, I think is how you say it, but whatever. We're going to mispronounce it all the time. We're going to butcher it, so it just feels natural to say something like that. And his opponent today, Ryan the Caramel Mountain, no longer the Bracket Buster Payne. Oh, he's in pain today, that's for damn sure. Sad panda after his loss today. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Excellent match. We do appreciate it. Maestro will catch you in the semis. Ryan, we'll catch you back over in the geek side. And, of course, down there, all those names you see scrolling by, make sure you show them all the appreciation you can. The production team, all of them, writers, social media, question guide, everybody, editors, especially the editors. Make sure you show the editors a lot of love. They're really, really working their butts off to make these matches good. Also say thank you to all of the Schmodown people that are listed down there. They are a big help to this league, and they help us move along. And, of course, you, the face-off fanatics out there, you're the reason we do this. We love doing this for you. If you're a $2 higher Schmodown Patreon tier member, you can come over and compete in the league. Love to have you. We'll be starting to set up for next season, not too distant future. When this is released, it won't be too much longer after that. But yeah, we do this for you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, comment down below. Let us know what we did right. Let us know what we did wrong. Otherwise, we'll never know, because we rely on you guys to tell us when we screw something up, and we'll try to fix it as quick as we can. We do appreciate the feedback, especially constructive criticism, because it makes the league better for all of us involved. Follow us on Facebook page, Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. A lot of us are on Twitter as individuals. If you want to know that, hit us up in the Discord, and we'll get you all the social media information you need. Other than that, I just want to go out with as I always do, and you folks, make sure you be excellent to each other.
It has been a minute, but the Savage is back with you again, and what do you know? Patience seems to pay off, because look at that, I got a #1 contender match.
So, movie trivia face-off. Mr. BHS is back in the house, and apparently skipping around because this is no longer a round 3 match. Apparently it became a semifinals.
But speaking of someone who has more experience than I do, gonna be taking on Nazario today, and I'm definitely not taking him lightly because he's someone who's been around the block. I've seen him play.
Really doesn't matter. I was gonna get to the finals anyway, but I need to go to one more person first. And that is apparently Mr. Scott Savage Harvey.
Across all the leagues, and he knows what he's doing. This will be the first person I've played who has experience outside of this fan league, so I know that I'm going to have to be at my...
Sure. I don't really know the guy. I'm one of the older guys in these leagues. I've been around him for a few years, and I haven't seen him or played him before.
To be honest with you, I haven't been at my best in the first 2 matches, but I was able to pull out a win. And so Nazario better watch out, because if I get my A game on for this match, then I don't think he's going to be able to handle it.
He might be good. He's just not good enough to beat me. So, it's just one more step on my way to make Blockbuster great again.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to your future movie trivia face-off champion, the Savage, Scott Harvey. Let's do this.
I'm going to the finals, guys. Just have to take care of this a little bit first.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Movie Trivia Face-Off Patron League. That's right, this is the Movie Trivia Face-Off, and we are in the tournament round 2 coming at you today. 2-2-0 competitors coming in, won their qualifiers, won their first round match. They're into the quarters. This is to go to the semis to play for that championship. It's getting real, folks. It's getting real. They don't get much better than this, which is what we've been wanting. We're almost there. A few more matches. We're going to be to that championship match. Hope you're ready for that. All right. Joining me on the desk today, my friend, who I get to see fairly often since he doesn't live that far away, but he's in that sunny San Diego, Southern California area. You know him as the Caramel Mountain. Welcome in to Ryan Payne. What is happening, my friend?
Nothing much right now, DJ. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to call this match, and it's definitely going to be interesting. No spoilers to anybody on this match, but as someone who's participating in this tournament, I can't wait to see who my future opponent will.
Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers.
Now, I'm confident I will go to the finals, but I just want to see who I might meet there.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of confidence. You are on the same side of the bracket of these two gentlemen, so you won't have to do a whole lot of homework because you're going to get to see them firsthand. How about that?
Yeah. Without a doubt, without a doubt.
What a way to study other than calling their matches. All right, let's get our competitors in here. Introducing first, he is representing the volunteer state, and corn don't grow up on the Rocky Top. Let's never forget that. He is 2-0. He represents the Something Like It Scott podcast. He is the Savage Scott Harvey. Oh, there he is, wearing his MTFO t-shirt too. Good job, buddy. That's right.
You made my night with that Rocky Top reference, Snacks.
Hey, man, you know, I grew up in the South too, buddy. I got you.
Respect.
All right. And introducing his opponent with a record of 2 wins and no losses. He is from the fine country of Panama. They've got canals and locks there, amongst many other things. Lots of forests too, I've been told. He represents Team Blockbuster Video. You will catch them in the Team League when it starts next year. They're going to make Blockbuster great again. Let's welcome in Nazario, Mr. VHS Montenegro.
Just for the duration of this match, you rent 3 movies, you get the 4th one for free. No new releases though.
Is there an actual promotion code for that, or they just go in and get it?
You have to go to the physical store, man. Why are you talking
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But is there a code that they need to use, or just?
Nah, just go to the store.
Right on.
No membership required?
So you gotta have a membership. Gotta have the membership.
Yeah, you have to
gotta
have
have the card, dude. You know, I bet I have a Blockbuster video card somewhere in the box. But I'm a hoarder, anyways. All right, Ryan, are you ready?
Yeah, I was going to go look for mine, but I remembered it's buried underneath a library card, like, from a decade ago. So it's
good place to keep it. Scott, are you ready?
Remember the Eagles, baby. Let's do this.
All right, and Desadio, are you ready?
Always, baby.
Let's get ready to face off. All right, round 1's going to go like this. Your rules are, this is a singles tournament match. You will receive 8 random questions. Both competitors will. You will attempt to write down your best answer on your whiteboard, napkin, notebook, paper towel, pizza box, whatever you're using. Make sure you write down that answer as clearly as you can. When asked, you will show that answer to the camera as well as verbalize your answer. If you score all 8 questions perfectly, it will trigger a 1-point bonus question for you. You won't have to write down your answer for that one, just say it when asked. You both have, there's no penalty for missing a question. There are no steals in this round. You both have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. If you challenge successfully, you will continue to carry that challenge throughout the match. Do you understand the rules?
Yes, I do.
All right, we're going to start off this match with our first question. Comes from and one more reminder, please try to keep your hands in view of their cameras at all times. Thank you very much. All right, first question comes from the category of Oscar films. Tom Hanks won his 2nd Oscar for what film?
I tell you, it's amazing that Hanks has not gotten an Oscar movie like this past year. Honestly, he's been in some good movies.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start witness audio.
Forrest Gump.
And Scott.
It breaks my Tennessee fan heart. Forrest Gump.
That's right. 1 point each.
All right, guys. Once you have cleaned the board, I will give you your second question. Oh, and here we go. The second question is oh man, it's everyone's favorite category: movie release dates.
Movie release dates.
Okay, gentlemen. The second question is: Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance was released in what year?
Did anyone actually watch this movie?
I did, actually. Mainly because it's Nicolas Cage. Anytime I get to see him just go ham, I want to watch it.
On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go to The Savage.
I said 2012.
You're off. You're off.
Sandwich.
Get a sandwich.
Mr. VHS.
If he has a sandwich, then I have it wrong too. 2014.
Ooh, you went ice cold. It's actually 2011.
2011.
So you were the closest, Savage.
The closest without going over. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't play that here. Your next
only
question.
counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
And nuclear weapons. Your next question comes from the category of horror thriller. Horror thriller. What horror franchise has the 4th movie titled The Final Chapter and the 5th movie titled A New Beginning?
Yeah, these titles kind of make sense when it comes to horror movies. They always like to refresh itself.
Yeah, the reboot's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Mr. VHS.
Friday the 13th.
And The Savage.
Friday the 13th.
1 point each. 1 point each.
All right. All right, gentlemen, we are going to keep this hot train going. Let's get to number 4, and please say it with me, comedies. I'd say Joker last, but I don't want my ears to pop. All right, in comedies, what type of animal was destroyed by the car in Tommy Boy? I'll say that again because I had to repeat myself 3 times.
Yeah.
What type of animal was destroyed by the car in Tommy Boy?
What type of animal destroyed the car in Tommy Boy?
Sorry.
That makes more sense.
Sorry, that is definitely on me. I'm
No worries.
I'm a fan of filler words.
And you had a long day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, The Savage.
Was it a cow?
That would make sense, but no. Mr. VHS.
Was it a deer?
Is it
Deer.
deer?
That is correct. That is
Yes,
correct.
it is.
Deer is what we were looking for. 3-2 lead going into the next question, which comes from the category of animated films. These are either drawn by hand or in a computer. Oh man, what a good question. What is the name of the magical being that turns Pinocchio into a real boy?
I have to admit, that movie still has a soft spot in my heart, and I believe it still holds up. The animation is still good.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mr. VHS.
The Blue Fairy.
And the Savage Scott Harvey.
No, I didn't get it.
And Christian Harloff loves the movie
Yeah.
Trivia Face Off.
I should have known.
Hey,
That was a season 1 Schmodown question, by the way, folks.
Oh, but the story is so relevant. All right, guys, let's keep this train going to number 6. Question number 6 in dramas. Who plays the traitorous Mr. Orange Reservoir Dogs?
Ooh,
Traitorous.
I love the
Traitorous.
I'm sorry, you got cut off.
Could do
Technical
English
technical
classes
repeat.
on just pronouncing that word.
Technical repeat, please. Technical repeat. So the question, the free repeat for you was, who plays the traitorous Mr. Orange in Reservoir Dogs? Ryan, I need you to reload. Leave the call and come back.
Yeah, no worries. Let's do it. Savage
Tim Roth.
and Mr. VHS.
Tim Roth.
Both of them get a point.
All right, 5-3 going into
You can
the
give us 2 points if you want.
Oh, I would have
no.
if you would also give me Mr. Pink.
No. Next question comes from the category of dramas. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was dramas. The next one is scores and soundtracks. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the song that plays during the wedding scene in Armageddon?
Oh, it still crushes me that Roka loves this movie.
I love this movie. I still do. I think it still holds up, man. 5.
It's a great guilty
4,
pleasure, honestly.
3,
It is.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mr. VHS
He said, I don't want to miss a thing.
and Scott.
I also said I don't want to miss a thing.
That is correct. Mr. Steven Tyler, father of the star, Liv Tyler in that scene.
All right, gentlemen, we are at our final question in round 1. Let's do this. The final question is in the category of famous actors and actresses. All right, guys. In 1981, The Fox and the Hound, Mickey Rooney plays one of the titular characters. Who plays the other as an adult?
That's a solid question to end the round on.
Yeah. Make sure I actually worded this right. I still got traitorous in my head.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
All right, let's go to the Savage.
I don't know. I said Jack Lemmon.
And Mr. VHS.
Kurt Russell.
Give a point to Mr. VHS.
7-4 at the end of round 1. Only missed the one question, not quite the perfect round. I think Savage might have just a little bit of ring rust on him, but Nazario showing that he spent many months in these fan leagues, and he does know what he's doing. He knows his movie knowledge. I know Scott does too. He's going to try to rub that out in round 2 and try to get that 3-point deficit taken care of. All right, we're going to go ahead and head right on to round 2.
All right, competitors, here are the rules to round 2. In round 2, each competitor can spin the wheel of fate, doom, revenge, or retribution, my 2 favorite words. Each competitor can get a chance to respin unless the wheel lands on opponent's choice. Now, each competitor will get 4 questions of the chosen category. If they questions are worth 2 points. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it is worth 1 point. The opponent may steal the competitor's questions unless they get the wrong answer. And also remember, repeats and challenges are still in effect.
All right, Nazario, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer?
I'm going to spin, but do you read the categories, please?
Absolutely. Before we spin, you know I always read the categories on the wheel. Today's wheel includes Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, Sly and Arnie films, Oscar movies, musicals, dramas, Disney films, 2010s movies, 90s movies, James Cameron, and of course, spinners and opponent's choice. Let me know when you're ready to spin.
Spin that wheel.
Here we go.
Has there ever been a match where we've seen Spinner's Choice be selected yet? Oscar
We got
movies.
Oscar movies.
No, thank you.
All right, spinning from Oscars. Here we go. Looking for that Disney films category or spinner's choice. Looks like you're going to get Oscar movies. Here we go. All right, your first question in round 2. Oscar movies is a category. Secret in Their Eyes is an American remake of which Oscar-winning movie?
That's a good one.
I'm afraid he's going to ask for multiple choice on this.
I am, but because I think I know, but I'm multiple choice.
All right. Now I'm really going to mess these names up, so please forgive me for being a silly American. Your options are A, La Pregunta de sus ojos. B, El secreto de sus ojos. D, El misterio de sus ojos. Or D, El detective y la escritora. I know I screwed all those up, but I did the best I could.
I'm going to assume it's a straight-up translation, so I'm going B, El secreto de tus ojos.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
And thank you for not bashing me for butchering your language.
If I was given this question, I would have been completely stumped.
In what year did Adrian Brody become the youngest ever Best Actor winner at the Academy Awards?
Do you want the year of the movie or the year of the Oscars?
The year that he won the Oscars.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
2003.
Correct. That is worth 2 points. All right. Moving on to your next question. Number 3 in this second round. 2013's Her won an Academy Award in which category?
Best original screenplay.
No hesitation whatsoever for another 2 points. Man knows his Oscars, one of his strengths, probably a secret strength coming into this. All right, your last question. In The Danish Girl, what is the name of the transgender character played by Eddie Redmayne?
Multiple choice.
All right, I can do that for you. Your options are A, Lina, B, Diane, C, Lily, or D, Victoria.
Oh, some good names.
A, Lena.
That is incorrect. Scott, would you like to attempt to steal for 1 point?
Is it Lily?
It is Lily for a 1 point steal at the end of that round. All right. Right now, I have Mr. VHS at 12 points. Scott is at 5 coming into his questions. All right. Whenever you're ready, Scott.
Spin.
Here we go. Your first spin. Disney films. Disney films.
Yeah, I'd like to spin again, thank you.
I would imagine so. All right, your second spin.
Almost as worse as getting opponent's choice.
Looking like you're going to win the wheel tonight. Spinner's choice.
Oh!
Spinner's choice. You need the categories again?
I'm assuming Oscars are off the table.
Oscars are off the table.
I'll hear the categories one more time.
All right. Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, Sly and Arnie, musicals, dramas, Disney films, 2010s movies, 90s movies, and James Cameron.
Let's go 2010s.
2010s it is.
All right, let's do this. All right, your first question in round 2 in the category of 2010s. Who directed Natalie Portman in Annihilation?
Alex Garland.
Give him 2 points. All right, let's see if you can keep this going. All right, your second question. In the Hunger Games saga, who plays the character named Haymitch?
Woody Harrelson.
And another 2 points. It's amazing how all these Hunger Games movies came out in 2010s. All right, here we go. Third question. Your penultimate in round 2. In Men in Black 3, what did Kay's grandfather advise to do when you were stuck with a problem?
Multiple choice.
All right, here are your options. A, cake. B, car ride. C, alcohol. Or D, dancing.
I'm going to say cake.
Give him 1 point. That's a good one there. Would never imagine watching Kay eat cake. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones. That'd be a weird sight. All right, your final question in round 2. And this might change. Oh, this might actually, you could go in strong in round 3. Here we go. Name the singer that plays Susan Riddick in San Andreas.
Rihanna.
That is incorrect, unfortunately. Mr. VHS, you have the opportunity for a 2-point steal. Unfortunately, you cannot do multiple choice.
I'm not even sure I know what movie you mean.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mandy Moore.
Nope, that is incorrect. The answer is Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue is what we were looking for. Yes, unfortunately, no points
Yes,
on that
that's right.
question. However,
Miss
Scott
Asher
did
from Dr. Who and Cammy from Street Fighter.
Scott did cut into that lead. It's only 2 points now, 12-10 coming out of round 2. This is going to be a fun round 3. I hope everybody's ready.
This
All right.
would have been dead even.
Would have been good. It's still going to be a fun round 3. Let's move on right now. All right, we're back for round 3. And the rules for round 3 are going to go like this. Each of our competitors will pick 3 numbers between 1 and 20 that will correspond to random categories in the Movie Trivia Face-Off Galaxy. Those questions will be worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. There's no penalty for missing a question. There are no steals in this round. You both have all of your repeats and your challenges going forward. Nasario, you are up 12 points to 10. Let me get your 3 numbers between 1 and 20.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and 3 for the man in the lead. And Scott, let's have your numbers, please, sir.
That's my locker combination.
What did he pick? I had a technical glitch.
He picked 1, 2, and 3.
That's a combination of my luggage.
All right, I'm going to go 5 for Admiral Schofield, 12 for Francisco Lindor, 16 for Peyton Manning.
5, 12, and 16. All right. We're going to get you.
I was hoping for a 7 for a mathematical equation.
All right, Scott, we're going to start with you. You are down by 2 points. You picked number 5. That is the category of comedies. Comedies. Let's get your 2-point question up here. All right. Here we go. Your 2-point question for comedies. 4 Rooms was an anthology of 4 segments, one of which was directed by Quentin Tarantino. Upon which author's writings were they all based?
So, just to make sure I'm clear, the question is, who wrote the work that this was adapted from?
Correct. That is correct.
Okay.
5, 4, 3,
JT.
2. All right, your first repeat. 4 Rooms was an anthology of 4 segments, one of which was directed by Quentin Tarantino. Upon which author's writings were they all based?
I'm going to say Neil Simon.
Sorry, that is incorrect. The answer is Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl. And I'm lucky I was able to pronounce that. All right.
It felt like Kalinowski all over again.
All right. For your next one, you picked category 12. I think you're going to like this one. For your 3-point question, we're going to bring you some horror thriller action. Horror thriller. 3-point question. All right. What actor plays Kyle Budwell, a man who holds a financial TV show hostage in the movie Money Monster?
I'm going to say that's a horror movie, but you said horror thriller.
George Clooney.
Also incorrect. We're looking for Jack O'Connell. Jack O'Connell.
thought
He
that
plays
fit.
the host of Money Monster.
All right. Well, it's going to come down to your 5-pointer. You're going to have to hit this to send it back over to Nasadio to continue going. All right. Let's go there. And it looks like you picked number 16. That's going to be crime movies. Crime movies. If I can find it in the list. There it is. All right. All right. Your 5-pointer to keep you in the match. In the movie Gangs of New York, who plays Happy Jack Mulroney, an old loyal henchman of the deceased priest Valen, and now corrupt cop at the service of Bill the Butcher Cutting?
Scorsese, man.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right, that's your second repeat. Question again. In Gangs of New York, who plays Happy Jack Mulroney, an old loyal henchman of the deceased priest Valen, and now corrupt cop in the service of Bill the Butcher Cutting?
There's so many accents in that movie. I couldn't tell who was being authentic or fake.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll use the last repeat.
All right, your last repeat. One more time the question. In Gangs of New York, who plays Happy Jack Mulroney, an old loyal henchman of the deceased priest Valen, and now corrupt cop in the service of Bill the Butcher Cutting?
All right, here goes nothing. Tom Wilkinson.
And your winner by technical knockout and a final score of 12 to 10. It is Mr. VHS Nasario Montenegro. And round 3 has not been Scott's friend today.
Oh my god. John, I was picturing John C. Reilly throughout that entire question, but I kept getting confused with him and Brendan Gleeson.
Well, you say in the streets, you say Gangs of New York, and everybody automatically goes to which actor?
I mean,
Leo. Nobody ever thinks of anybody else but Leo in the movie.
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis, he's a hardball.
Okay.
He's a hardball.
Yeah,
And then
I
there's
can fly with that. All right, well, I'm looking right now. Looks like Andrew the Elk is ready up at the Elks Lodge. We're going to have to go ahead and set it up there to him. It is nice and dark up in Ontario, Canada right now. I don't think it's very cold yet, but looks like the Elks Lodge is ready. Easy for me to say. We're going to send it up to Andrew the Elk. Count, take it away.
What's up, Face-Off fanatics? Welcome back once again to the Elks Lodge. We have with us today your victor in today's matchup. He's a man, he's a myth, he's a legend. I hear he encountered a run-in with an actual Marvel superhero still recovering, and he charged me $250 for not rewinding my VHS tapes before this interview began. That's right, it's Mr. VHS himself, Nasario Montenegro, representing for Blockbuster Video. Congratulations on your big win.
And it wasn't as easy as I originally expected, but that's what happens when you don't really know your opponent. But it happened what it was going to happen. I won. So now Blockbuster Video is going to be great again when I face somebody else for the championship.
That's right, it is now a new development in the tournament. Unfortunately, due to some issues on the other side of the bracket, this side of the bracket has 2 winners coming out of their matches, 2 men who will now be facing off one-on-one for the most coveted prize of all, the movie trivia face-off. Heavyweight championship. You could be the singles champion, and all it's going to take, Nasario, is one more match, some iron wills, some real trivia knowledge. All right, and looking at that other side of the bracket, Nasario, you're facing off against 2 potential heavyweight competitors, 2 men who want to be where you are. They want to be the #1 contender. They want to fight for that most coveted prize of all. You have the will, you have the trivia knowledge. Your potential opponents may be able to say the same, and it's a tough match for you either way, facing off against Jake the Maestro Maringoni or Ryan Caramel Mountain Payne. What do you think?
Well, Ryan Payne, I've never really actually faced that trivia. I did debate him once on Movie Battleground, and I beat him, but that doesn't really translate to this. But Jake Maringoni and I have a long history. We have been friends, we have been foes, we have played against each other, and I usually come up on the short end of the stick. So secretly, I'm kind of hoping for Ryan, maybe that's the easier path. But if it's Jake again, I welcome it because statistically, I have to beat him at least once.
All right, so you are moving on with the chance, as mentioned, to become our first ever, our inaugural Movie Trivia Face-Off champion. One first the Elk will not be able to claim, folks. Mr. VHS Nazario Montenegro, hard fought today. Anything else to say before we take it back over to your opponent?
Just gonna say that it was a great match for Scott. I think he didn't disappoint. And like I said, it wasn't as easy as I originally expected, which is always good. And those people who don't make it in the first try, they are more hungry when they come back. So good on him. And for whoever I'm facing Sunday, prepare, because I'm making Blockbuster great again.
That's right, he's coming to get you late fees, adult movies in the back corner. He's got every weapon at his disposal, and he's very gracious in victory. Will he be so gracious if he wins that big prize? Coming up right after this, we're back with his opponent, Savage Scott Harvey. And Face Off Fanatics, we are back with Savage Scott Harvey facing off today in a hard-fought match, what some would call a defensive battle. A lot of tough questions, not as many points up on the board as we're always used to seeing, but that's the level of competition when you're competing for a chance at the Movie Trivia Face-Off title. Savage Scott Harvey, welcome to the Elks Lodge, and my condolences to you.
Thanks. It was probably a wishful thinking to think I could come straight into the fan leagues and get a title shot right away, but it was a hard-fought match.
Absolutely. We know that Nazario knows his stuff. You obviously know your stuff. We've all seen how you compete here in the Movie Trivia Face-Off. This isn't the only place that you're competing either. I hear that Call to Action is going to be having the pleasure of your company in their finals. Tell us a little bit about that.
No, so Call to Action is having a reactor tournament over there on their channel. Most of y'all probably are familiar with the Call to Action folks. It's for this tournament is for Schmodown reactors. So you'll see a bunch of people over there that Albert, Abby, just a bunch of people who are big Schmodown reactors. And I was asked to compete as I host the podcast Champs Lunch. And the finals will be going on December the 15th. I'll be going up against another guy from the Movie Trivia Face-Off, James the Cleaner Spence. So that's going to be a fun match. Check that out. Check out my other matches I played. Also, Chris Doman, who you all know as well.
Well, Scott Harvey, sounds like you are a busy man. You've got a podcast going on. That's right. Check him out, guys, wherever good podcasts are found, I'm sure. And you've got a match coming up against James Spence. That's a tough draw for you. He is a good competitor and obviously someone that I'm very familiar with. I'm sure that one will be exciting as well. I do, unfortunately, Mr. Harvey, have a little bit of bad news to share with you. I just want to get your thoughts on this. Due to a change up in our tournament lineup, this match that you just lost was meant to take you into the finals of the tournament, but due to some dropouts and a few scheduling changes, you were even closer than maybe you thought before this match started. My friend, you would have been a #1 contender. You would have been fighting for that inaugural Movie Trivia Face-Off championship if you had won this match. But in the end, just couldn't pull it out today. That's gotta be a little bit worse to hear, unfortunately.
And this is like the moment on Wheel of Fortune when you lose and they show you what you would have won, even if you had gotten it right. And of course, that didn't happen today. But hey, even getting to a #1 contender match, honestly, considering that I just started in the fan leagues this year, I'm proud of that accomplishment. And I know that that's going to get me in the mix next year. And I'm really looking forward to next year and seeing what is next for the league, and hopefully playing a lot more matches and getting to the top of that mountain, because I definitely want a rematch against Nazario. I didn't have my best game today, but I think I could take him on a different day.
Well, it is certainly possible that we will see a lot more of Scott Harvey in the future, potentially even challenging for that very title, but it was not to be today. However, Scott Harvey's still out there, still doing his thing, loving the Schmodown, and entertaining for all of you. Remember, Champs Lunch? Check that one out. Check him out on the Call to Action Reactors Tournament. He's going to compete there and represent well, I'm sure, for all of us here at the Movie Trivia Face-Off. He's a great competitor, had a real rough match today, and almost got all the way to a title. Savage Scott Harvey, thank you once again for joining me here in the Elks Lodge. And with that, we're going to take it back to the desk.
All right, we're back from the Elks Lodge. Thank you, Andrew the Elk Kelp, for those fantastic interviews. As always, love the work you do up there. Hope the competitors today enjoyed the craft services table. I heard they had the new Sunny D. Oh boy.
Oh my god, please tell me it's mango flavored, because I love that brand. I love that flavor.
We're going to have to go up there someday and find out, man. You know what? If you win your match, you'll end up going to the Elks Lodge and find out yourself. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Any final thoughts on the match today, Mr. Caramel Mountain?
Well, one thing's for sure, I better keep my eyes out if I come across Mr. VHS. As much as Blockbuster has done considerable damage to my childhood, I do want to be able to keep my eyes out for him, especially if I ever do advance into this tournament to face him.
He's definitely a top competitor across all the fan leagues. He knows what he's doing. He's got the good trivia knowledge. Got that technical knockout today. Final score 12-10. I want to thank you for joining me on the desk today, Ryan. Appreciate it very much. And, of course, thank you for our competitors today. Nasario Montenegro, Mr. VHS, and the Savage One, Scott Harvey. Appreciate you coming on, putting on a good match today, as always. We do always appreciate it. And, of course, all those people down there, you're seeing their names flash by. Make sure you give them a big shout-out and a thank you the next time you're in the Discord server and you see them down there. It's the production team, the writers, the editors, the graphics people, the social media team, the quality control guys, everybody that makes these matches as good as they are. I just record them and I announce them. They make them look pretty. I just sit here and do what I'm supposed to do. Okay, whatever.
Sorry, I'm getting an important text. I don't know why. I don't know why it's that loud.
I don't know. At least it's not your stomach this time. All right. And finally, you, the face-off fanatics out there, big shout out and thank you for what you do in supporting this league. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, comment down there. Do everything you need to do. Follow us on all the social medias. We're on Facebook group, Facebook page. We're on the Twitter. We're on the Instagrams. We have our TeePublic store. That's tpublic.com/users/MTFO. As you saw, the Savage One, Scott Harvey, wearing his Movie Trivia Face-Off t-shirt tonight. I have my Movie Trivia Schmodown shirt. Of course, this is what we do this for. And you guys make this happen also. By being on the Patreon, you support the Schmodown and you support everything we do here at the Movie Trivia Face-Off. We thank you for it and we love you. And remember, be excellent to each other.